Before you say anything about this video, I only just realized how dumb I look with the bandana and the necklace. The bandana's fine. I don't know about this with the bandana. Just ignore.
Hello, underachievers. So I'm 2 years on T. I was 2 years on T on the 3rd of May, which is not today. It was at some point recently. Feels weird doing a T update video. I've not done one of them in a year. But yeah, 2 years on T. 2 years on T. I am still currently doing intramuscular shots. I'm on sustanon 200 milligrams every 3 weeks. I'm gonna be going on gel as soon as possible, you know, when everything gets back to normal. I'm changing to gel for reasons that I talked about in this video. One of these, I flip my videos. There should be a card up here. I'm gonna try and mention everything that I can think of that has changed since I started T in this video. I'm worried I'm gonna miss something out. If I miss something out, I'm sorry. You can ask any questions in the comments about whether this has changed or that has changed if I haven't mentioned it, but yeah. By the way, I know there's flies flying around this room. I can't get rid of them. That sounds like there's something like rotting in my room. There isn't. I just have a big window. So I think it's safe to say that this year has been very chaotic in terms of hormones for me. I have definitely seen a lot of changes since a year on T. But here's the thing, this video is probably going to be a bit different to a lot of 2 years on T videos, because there are changes that I can't necessarily narrow down to being from testosterone, because I started contraceptive in January 2019, which is just over a year ago. I was on the depot shot, which is a progesterone-only form of contraception. And also, I have gained a lot of weight. I have gained 10 kilograms. But I'd say about a good 8.5 of those kilograms were this year, so since my 1 year on T. The weight gain was due to me exercising and eating more, but I'm pretty sure it's mostly due to the contraception I was on. A lot of people, I'm pretty sure like most people gain weight on that kind of contraceptive. So usually I'd start with physical changes, but I'm going to start with emotional changes because I feel like they're more significant, well they're not. I just want to start with them. And these are just emotional changes since my 1 year on T. I will be talking about overall changes emotionally since I started T. So yeah, because my hormones were a bit chaotic this year, there was a lot of emotional changes. And again, they're not all entirely down to testosterone or testosterone levels. I also have depression and anxiety. So like, obviously there's going to be lots of emotional changes if there's so many factors into how you're feeling. So in terms of emotional changes that I'm pretty sure come down to being from testosterone, this year has kind of sucked. So I actually made a video about the side effects I get from testosterone shots. If you want to check that out, it would probably be beneficial for you to watch that before you watch this video. But I'm pretty sure that all of the emotional side effects I've got from testosterone were purely down to the fact that my T levels were really inconsistent. I take testosterone shots, which you take every 3 weeks, and after the first week, your T levels are really high, and then, you know, your T levels drop and drop and drop and drop until you're due your next shot. Now, this works for some people, but for me, it just doesn't work. I need consistency. So in terms of emotional changes due to this, I had a lot of anxiety, and I still kind of do sometimes. When my T levels are low, as in when I'm due my next shot, I get really bad anxiety, I get panic attacks, or anxiety attacks, I get shivery, I feel like I'm gonna die, I feel like I can't leave the house. I have this like really intense body anxiety where my head is like, dude, like, everything's fine. But my body is like, I also have like extreme tiredness when I'm due my shot, like extreme tiredness as in like I need to sleep the whole day, and that just makes me cranky, it makes me grumpy because I'm really tired, I'm not getting enough sleep, even though I'm getting too much sleep. And before you say anything, it is down to the testosterone. I've tried changing my diet, tried taking supplements, I tried this and that and this and that, but that's all in the other video about why I'm going off shot, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that now. And yeah, the tiredness and the anxiety obviously just made me feel depressed, so like emotionally, when I was low on T and when I am low on T, I just feel a bit gross, just really, really gross. So I know this is a video about testosterone, but I can't really make this video without going into detail about how the depot shot affected me. So you take the depot shot every 12 weeks. It is a progesterone only shot, which means that it's just progesterone. There's no estrogen in it. We don't want estrogen in our body for obvious reasons. And the depot shot made me incredibly emotional, and I didn't realize this until I stopped taking it and the effects wore off. The reason I'm mentioning this is because when I started T, the way I felt emotions changed drastically. I used to be really emotional before starting T, and that could be down to just like hormones, and it could be also down to depression because I felt terrible before I started T. But I was very emotional until I started T, and as soon as I started T, the way I felt emotions changed so much. They were so much less intense. There were less highs and lows. Like, I felt more stable. I felt less emotional. An example of like how my emotions kind of changed, an example that I feel like most people will understand is that if something happened, as in like a situation happened that I wasn't happy with, instead of getting sad about it like I would pre-T, I would get angry about it. But it was never uncontrollable anger, it was just more like, I'm not upset about this, I'm just like, this irritates me. So I started the depot shot after 8 months of being on T, and the way I felt emotions went straight back to how I felt pre-T. It must just be a hormonal thing, but I was ridiculously emotional. I would be really sensitive, I would cry a lot, and sometimes I wouldn't know why I was upset. I would just feel really down and really depressed. And it wasn't the same way that I felt like depression lows, it was just like emotional lows, and I don't know how to differentiate between them verbally. I don't know how to explain that to you guys, but there was a difference. So now that I've been off the depot shot, the way I feel emotions has kind of gone more back to when I wasn't on the depot shot, which is good. So onto emotional changes overall since starting T, not just since last year or since I started the depot shot. I feel emotions differently, you know, as I said, and because of the physical changes that testosterone brought me, I now feel barely any gender dysphoria at all. Okay, well, that's a lie. Like, I still have bottom dysphoria. I wouldn't say it's gotten worse since starting T, but it's definitely still there. It still bothers me sometimes, and even just recently, I'll have days where I just feel like just really bad about myself in terms of like gender dysphoria, about my body. But I'm trans, it kind of comes with it. The last emotional change I'm going to be talking about because of testosterone, I'm sorry if emotional changes bore you, but I am just 100 times more confident. I feel like I can speak, because before I felt like I couldn't speak because my voice was high and I'd feel uncomfortable with it. I feel like I can speak to people, I can approach strangers, I can put myself in situations that I wouldn't have been able to put myself into before starting testosterone. And I don't think this is necessarily because of like, I don't think taking testosterone will automatically make you feel like that just because there's testosterone in your body, but because of the physical changes and how they made me feel about myself, I just feel so much more confident. And that's not to say I don't have anxiety, because there's still a lot of situations where I'm like, wow, I'm gonna die. I am so much more confident. It's great. Still got a lot of work to do, but like, that's, you know, if regardless of like the physical changes, like the biggest change for me regarding emotions on testosterone is just like a general overall happiness and general overall boost in confidence. So, onto physical changes, and yes, I'm sorry, I can't just put these all down to testosterone because my body has changed a lot in the last year. We're starting from head and then going down to toes. If you hear any clapping in the background, it's because we're doing the clap for the NHS thing right now, which is great if you want to partake in that, but you know, I help out the NHS by not voting Tory. So yeah, physical changes. Head, what happened to my head? My hair is a lot curlier than it used to be. It doesn't look curly now because I did some weird stuff to it. My hair is a lot curlier than it used to be. And I feel like if I was to treat my hair then, like I did now, it wouldn't end up being as curly. I've heard a lot of people talking about testosterone making their hair curlier. I feel like my head hair is curlier. I do.
Here's my hair, pretty, you know, pretty straight, and then pow! Curls!
Down from head, we got eyebrows. I cannot be asked to zoom into my eyebrows. You can see my eyebrows. They're still not massive. I want bushy eyebrows. Still not got them, but we got years. We got years to grow them. They have gotten a lot bigger since starting T. They have gotten a lot bigger since starting T. Here's some pictures.
Also, something I forgot to say, but I can grow a killer unibrow now. Like, it kills.
Down from the eyebrows, we have the nose. Now, I'm not too fond about this. My nose has got a lot bigger. People tell me it hasn't. I know it has got bigger. It's not massive. I'm glad it's not massive. I don't like my nose. I've always had big nostrils. But, like, at this point, my nostril, my nose has gotten wider. Not a fan. It's fine though, it looks more masculine, I guess. I guess guys have bigger noses.
Here is a nose growth update. I'm sure you are all really excited for this part of the video.
Down from the nose is a moustache area, which you're right, I don't have a moustache. I actually shaved it. And by shaving it, I mean like I shaved it and the like few hairs that were there are gone now. There's a lot more hair there now than there used to be. Yeah, I'd say it's grown more since 1 year on T.
Here's a picture I found, and I'm so greasy. I'm so sorry about that.
There are a few stray chin hairs that Corey ends up picking out, but there's no, like, I can't even say I have facial hair because it's not visible. Down from that is my jaw, and I'm just going to talk about my overall face. So my face has gotten so much bigger, and this is due to testosterone, but it's also due to gaining weight. And also the depot shot makes you retain water more, so there's water retention in my face right now, which I know is there.
Apparently it can take up to a year to leave. How do I get rid of the water?
My face was very skinny. It's not, I wouldn't say it's skinny, but it's not massive, but it's gotten a lot bigger. This area specifically has gotten bigger. Down from there is my neck. Do I have an Adam's apple? I guess like I've got a tiny one. It's not visible. It's a lot bigger than it used to be. Nobody in my family really has a prominent Adam's apple. I can't really think of anyone that does. Doesn't really bother me. Don't care. Look like a dude. Who cares if it's not that big?
Somehow, in a testosterone update video, I forgot to talk about my voice. I don't know how, but yeah, I don't think my voice has gotten much deeper since 1 year on T, if it's gotten deeper at all. To be fair, in all my voice update videos, I'm not gonna lie, I tried to speak as deep as possible. Sometimes so deep it would hurt, because I was worrying that my voice wasn't dropping, and then sometimes it dropped, and then the next month it was the same depth, and I was like, oh no, I have to go deeper. So here's my voice update.
Hi, I'm Noah, and this is my voice pre-T. Hi, I'm Noah, and this is my voice 1 month on T. Hi, I'm Noah, and this is my voice 2 months on T.
Hi, I'm Noah, and this is my voice 3 months on T. Hi, I'm Noah, and this is my voice 4 months on T. Hi, my name's Noah, and this is my voice 5 months on T. Hi, my name's Noah, and this is my voice 6 months on T. Hi, my name's Noah, and this is my voice 7 months on T. Hi, I'm Noah, and this is my voice 8 months on T. Hi, my name's Noah, and this is my voice 9 and 10 months on T. I forgot to record last month. Hi, I'm Noah, and this is my voice 11 months on T. Hi, my name's Noah, and this is my voice 1 year on T. Hi, my name's Noah, and this is my voice 2 years on T.
Pre-T. 1 month on T. 2 months on T.
3 months on T. 4 months on T. 5 months on T. 6 months on T. 7 months on T. 8 months on T. 9 and 10 months on T. 11 months on T. 1 year on T. 2 years on T.
Pre-T.
2 years on T.
When I was 13, I had my first love. There was nobody that compared to my baby, and nobody came between us that could ever come above. She had me going crazy. Oh, I was starstruck. She woke me up daily. Don't need no Starbucks.
She made my heart pound. I was gonna be when I see her on the street and it's cold on the playground. But I really want to see her on the weekend. She knows she got me dazing because she was so amazing. And now my heart is breaking. And I just keep on saying baby.
In terms of singing, my voice feels fine. I get cracks sometimes, there's notes I can't hear anymore, but it's chill. I am more in control of my voice now than I was a year ago, so...
Down from that is my shoulders, and they have definitely got bigger. Here's a comparison pic.
The first picture was just before my 1 year on T, and the second picture is 2 years on T. I think this deserves a round of applause. I actually do, I believe that.
The shoulders have gotten so much bigger, and I know it's not just because I've gained weight, I've also gained muscle. I was going to a personal trainer. I had a personal trainer. I was going to the gym. My shoulders were getting bigger. I've lost muscle now because of, you know, isolation. But my shoulders have definitely gotten bigger and more muscular. Down from there is my chest. I have more chest muscle now than I did a year ago. Here are some pictures.
So here's my chest close to 1 year on T, and here is my chest recently. Wow, look at them titties!
Down from there, my waist. My waist is definitely filled in. It is wider and thicker than it used to be, but again, these changes could be down to me gaining weight, either from the depot shot, or from eating, or from exercising, but, you know, it's, you know what, I'm gonna say this. This past year, I have definitely seen a lot of body fat redistribution. Usually when I gain fat, I would gain it in my butt and in my thighs, but recently, I've got myself a little belly, and that's fine, but... You know, the fact that I've got a little belly means that my fat is redistributing, because I would never gain weight there before. I have a belly now. That's, you know, it looks more masculine because it makes my waist look less like this and more like this. Down from there is the butt. I don't know if my butt's changed. I've gained weight. I've generally gotten thicker, but I don't think my butt is significantly bigger. Talking around the butt and the stomach area, periods. So... Talking about periods. When I started the depot shot, I was fine for a week, and then I just started spotting for months on end. Months on end, I just kept spotting, and then sometimes, as well as having spotting, I would have regular periods that were painful, and then when I came off the depot shot, I had terrible periods. They were so horrible. I am on special medication for period pain, because I used to pass out and throw up, and like, I had diarrhea all the time, every time I was on my period. I'm on special medication for that, because my periods are so bad. It felt like I was 14 again, and having the worst of my periods. That lasted about a week, but since then, I haven't had a period since, so I've gone maybe like 6 weeks without a period, which is the longest I've been without one since I started the depot shot. So I think T is, you know, T is saying goodbye. He's saying goodbye. Down from that, legs. I've always had chunky legs. They're muscular, I guess. They're musclier. but I think that's from exercise. I don't think that's from tea. Down from there is my legs. Down from my legs is my legs. In terms of legs. Oh, body hair. Let's talk about body hair. My legs are so much hairier now than they used to be. My thighs, the back of my thighs are finally hairier. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to talk about butt hair. My butt is so hairy. I don't enjoy having a hairy butt. I don't like it. It's not comfortable. It's itchy. It's irritating. I don't want hair on my butt, but I have lots of hair on my butt now. When I say lots of hair, I mean like I actually have hair rather than not having hair. In terms of most people who have hair on their butts, my butt is pretty hairless, but there is hair there. Yeah, hairy butt, hairy legs. My feet are also hairier than they used to be. I think they've gotten hairier since 1 year on T. My feet haven't grown. I think that's it for physical changes. Well, there you go. That was my 2 years on T video. See you in a year for my 3 years on T video if you care about that, or if I even make one. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions about testosterone, any worries, any queries. Just let me know. I will try and get to them. But yeah. Have a good day or don't. See you later, losers. Goodbye. I am not going to damage my, what's the word for it? Oh, I am forgetting things. My lens. I'm not going to damage my lens with this beautiful beetle ring. This is a hit.